So I'm joined with Gary Bowyer, who's the Blackburn Rovers manager, who was a member of the Hereford Welsh Cup winning team of 1990. So Gary, you joined Hereford in 1989 after a spell at Westfields. Were Westfields your first club, or had you completed a YTS apprenticeship at another team?
No, they were. My dad had just left Nottingham Forest to go to Hereford, and the family moved to Hereford, so we all moved to Hereford. So, Westfields were my first team, and I was working at Swinton Insurance at the same time.
You made a bit of history by lining up in the same team with your father, Ian, in an away game at Scunthorpe. What are your memories of that match that ended 3-3?
The first memory of it was that it was my fault for the first goal, I think, or the second goal. And we found ourselves 3-1 down with about 5 minutes to go. We managed to get it back to 3-2, and unfortunately we had a corner, and it landed to me, and I somehow managed to do an overhead kick of some fashion, and we got the equaliser. And obviously at the time the old man was on the pitch, but it was a strange feeling because you didn't think of him as your dad. He was just another player,
So how hard was it playing for your father? Did you feel he was tougher on you than the other members of the squad?
Oh, he was certainly tougher, yeah. I think, looking back on reflection, he handled it very well and rightly in the manner that he did. He couldn't be seen to be showing any favouritism or anything like that, but he was definitely tougher on me, yeah, that's for sure.
So on May 13th, 1990, just under 3,000 Hereford supporters head to Cardiff for the Welsh Cup final. And what are your recollections of the day?
I can remember the night before we went to a hotel and I was rooming with Darren Peacock, and he was struggling with injury but came through and played for us. The day itself, I can remember getting to the stadium and being dressed and ready within about 2 minutes of getting in the dressing room. I was just dying to get out there, I was probably 18 at the time. And I can just remember, like you say, going out the tunnel and just seeing all the Hereford fans on the opposite side. And it was a special occasion running out and seeing all the Hereford fans. And can't really remember much about the warm-up. And then waiting for the game to get cracking.
Do you still remember Ian Benbow's goal and Colin Robinson's goal?
Yeah, very much so. I think and then, like you say, I think it was Chris Armstrong was playing for Wrexham, the striker, who went on to play in the Premier League. I remember him playing, and then, like you say, we managed to get the winner, and then you were just desperate for the ref to blow his whistle. It was just waiting for the final whistle, and when it went, it was brilliant.
So that summer you left Edgar Street and joined Brian Clough at Notts Forest. What were the reasons behind your departure?
Well, first of all, it's not called Notts Forest, it's called Nottingham Forest. It's Notts County, and all Forest fans will tell you that there is no club called Notts Forest, so that's the first bit. But no, listen, it was a magnificent opportunity for me to join a truly remarkable football club with an unbelievable manager. And when I was made aware of their interest, it was like, wow, I couldn't believe it, But fortunately for me, I was able to join them and join. It was great.
So 25 years on, you're now in charge of Blackburn Rovers. How are you finding life as a manager?
I love it. It's a challenge and a half. You do everything that you possibly can to prepare the team, to get them ready and try and win a game. My first season, we were 2 points off the playoffs, which was, when you look back, was very good considering the position the club were in. This season, we've not really been able to build on that through the financial fair play and the embargo that we found ourselves under, but we've still managed to have a good season in the sense of a cup run and running very close in a replay. This summer we've got to see if we can hold on to all our players and see if we can bring one or two a bit more experienced heads in and look to make a push for the playoffs.